Welcome to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Connecticut Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I did check in with the Hawkeyes head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Hawkeyes offense that has the first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, Dave?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times, because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to the back.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw one first. Turns out it's Parker. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking for room. It's Phillips. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So Connecticut's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Austin Simmons, the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Using his legs, it's Christian. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third and long right here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Simmons from the gun on third down. Right side, it's Mays. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Way off target there.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Second and long here. Hits inside, it's Christian. Down he goes. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. UConn quick to the line. Throwing Simmons. Back's got it on the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of this drive. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to establish the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Plows his way ahead. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Right down the middle. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Quick pass and catch, good enough for the first down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Makes the grab, it's James. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. On the ground with the counter. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Do they have another third down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. Right at the line. Breaks the tackle. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. He'll do it himself. Hood got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Might as well run him again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quarterback will keep it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. UConn quick to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Second down coming up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Huskies are flying down the field. Straight ahead, it's Christian. He's got enough. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Finds a crease. It's Reeder. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it on the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
3rd and long coming up. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down, Simmons. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The short hands, it's Richter. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They put the brakes on it. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. Got it down the field. Turning it on. Inside the touchdown, Hawkeyes. He found some open space. Touchdown. On the Jets.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Simmons. Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the number 16 team, the USF Bulls. And it's the Owls able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in East Hartford. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. They'll run it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Handoff again. Trucks through the defender. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's Simmons to throw. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Powers inside. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. UConn quick to the line.
And they get another first down. And this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the football to get first downs. And a lot of times, man, the wear-out factor will come. You run a bunch of plays, and this defense can get tired.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the fullback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing Simmons. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. Like, what are the minor adjustments we can make to put us drive together, to sustain it, and now set up 1st and goal. Great opening drive to start this second half.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They were all over it.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Long way to go on 2nd down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
But how about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking for room, it's Christian. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. They'll stop the clock to have a look at the injured Hawkeye. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Keep it on the ground. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Simmons rushes on. Left side is Richter. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
This UConn offense really has it going. Might as well give it to him again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moves the pocket. It's Simmons. Out wide left, it's Ross. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Simmons to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. corners showing press. They want to be physical here. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. They'll run it to the right. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Throwing Simmons. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for running room. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. UConn is now threatening in the red zone. Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Huskies. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown, so they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. They go to the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down to the air. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They want that clock to run. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Iowa spends his 2nd timeout here. And they're really frustrated having to use it. Touchdown, UConn! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Drops back on first down. Setting up the screen. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Gotta make the play on 4th. Throws to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's taking a deep shot. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.